This is the plaintiff, Lucinda Dugal. She says she was at work and noticed her wallet was missing. Turns out the defendant's son stole it and dropped it in the dumpster to hide it and retrieve it later. She, however, became very worked up over the whole thing, had a panic attack of sorts, couldn't breathe, and was rushed to the hospital. The defendants promised to pay her medical bills, but haven't. So here they are. She's suing for the $852 she's owed for all the bills she now has to pay because of the defendant's foolish thief of a son. These are the defendants, Lee Bezick and her son Marcus. Lee says her 15-year-old was having some problems with the plaintiff and tossed her wallet in the dumpster as a prank. The cops were called. He admitted it right away. Nothing was taken. Her son's a great kid who did something stupid in his youth. The plaintiff's a troublemaker who's simply exaggerating her panic attack for a payday. And they owe nothing. They're accused of stressing out a woman.
All parties, please raise your right hands. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Okay, Lucinda Dugal,
Yes.
you are suing Lee Bezick and Marcus Bezick? Is that how I pronounce it?
Correct.
For $852 in medical bills that you sustained in the emergency room after young Marcus stole your wallet.
Yes.
Tell me what happened.
I was at work and it was 4:00 in the afternoon and I
What
was
kind of place were you working at?
at
You
a
don't have to tell me the
convenience
name.
store.
At a convenience store?
Yes.
Okay. And how
And-
long had you been working there?
It'll be a year in July.
Okay.
And I went to leave at 4:00 when my shift was over. And I went to pick my purse up. I have it hidden underneath my jacket on a hook by the office. And I went to get my purse and I noticed it was a little light. So I went to get my wallet out to get something to drink. And I noticed my wallet was gone. And I just lost it. I didn't know what to do. So I went up to Mark and I asked him, can I use his cell phone? My wallet's gone. He let me call the manager, the food service manager, which then because I did not have the manager's phone number at the time. So I called her. She in turn called the manager. Okay, and then they said, maybe you should go home and check to make sure you didn't leave it at home, which I did not have a problem with that. So I went home and I checked. It was not there. I knew I had it on me when I went to work. So in the meantime, I was having a panic attack because I was panicking because everything in my wallet was worth something to me. And I started to the point where I couldn't breathe, so I called 911. And then they came and they took me to the hospital. And then while I was being put in the ambulance, the officer told me that they found my wallet in the dumpster in back of the store.
And did they tell you how they came to find it in the dumpster behind the convenience store?
They had one of the employees climb into the dumpster to check to see if it was in there.
And did you
And
ever
they
find
found
out?
it
Why are
in
you
there.
suing this guy?
Because from what I understand, I went back to the police station after I was released from the hospital.
How long did you spend in the hospital?
It was just a couple of hours.
Okay.
And when I got
What
back,
was wrong with you at the hospital? Would they tell
they
you?
said I had a very bad panic attack because of what occurred.
Okay.
They told me that it was the defendant's son.
That he had confessed.
Yes, he
All right,
confessed.
I want you to stop there. I'll be back with you. What's going on?
I got aggravated at work from the plaintiff.
How?
She was getting me mad at work
Why?
because I don't really remember the reason.
I'm sorry. How old are you?
16 now. I was 15
Okay.
at the time.
What was she doing that made you mad that I think you're about to tell me that you took her wallet? But what did she do that made you mad?
Just bossed me around and stuff, acting like the boss. And I was getting like aggravated over it. So I took her wallet and threw it in the dumpster as like a harmless prank.
Oh, that's not a harmless prank. That's theft.
Yeah.
Really? You didn't just put it in the dumpster to wait for the heat to die down and then go get it later because you're a thief?
No.
Have you been arrested before?
No.
When you see her having a panic attack, when you see her getting very excited, don't you think it's time to pull the plug on your little so-called prank, if it is a prank?
Yes.
but you don't, right?
You did. You told the
Yeah,
police.
don't coach
Yeah.
him, Mom. Mom, leave him alone. He can stand on his own 2 feet. He's twice your size and he stole something. Don't keep making excuses for him. But you don't. It's not until much later that you finally fess up. What made you fess up?
I just told the cops that I took it and threw it in the dumpster.
When did you finally tell the cops that?
About 20 minutes after what happened.
I don't understand what you're saying because the whole thing didn't happen in 20 minutes. So that can't be.
I probably told the officer about 30 minutes to an hour.
After the officer was on the scene.
Yes.
What were you doing for that 30 minutes to an hour?
Working.
Just so hoping it would all go away?
No.
How is that a prank? A prank is you pick up the phone, you call somebody, and then you ask if their refrigerator's running, go catch it, and you hang up and giggle. That's something 4-year-olds do. What exactly did you think about this was a prank?
I don't know. I just got so mad that I thought she'd find it.
In the dumpster?
Yeah.
What made you think they'd find it in a dumpster without you telling them?
I don't know, because everyone takes out the trash, so I thought she might have took out the trash. And she would have taken it.
You want to speak up? Mom?
All I can tell you is that when this issue took place, I said the police officer came up and asked him to come to the police department. At that point, he called me, who I was at work, and said, I will come up with you and meet him. And he immediately told the
Where?
officer.
At the police station is where he
Police
immediately
department.
told?
Yeah, he
Oh, so
is.
it's at the police? It's not even it's not even 20 minutes after at the site. It's at the police station when he's brought in for questioning that he folds.
He didn't fold. He told
What did he
you
do?
he basically at work told the officer that he would talk to him in the police department. He didn't want to make the situation worse with everybody present in the convenience store
How is it going to be worse?
because he wanted
For
to
who?
tell the officer what occurred and
But
what
why
she
didn't
did.
he just say it at the convenience store?
The officer did not stop to talk to him at the
The officers are there to figure out what happened.
Right.
He knows what happened and has been lying by not telling anybody what happened the whole time the officers are investigating. And your answer to me, Mom, on why he didn't fess up right away is because he didn't want to make it worse by fessing up right away? Worse for who?
He wanted to. I said the officer said he'll bring him to police
Or is it that
headquarters.
the officer wouldn't take the time to figure out that your son was the thief? I don't get it. Is this uncomfortable for you?
No, this is my son. I said, and I really don't appreciate it. I said the way it's being addressed right
Yes,
now.
and let me tell you why I'm addressing it this way.
Plaintiff says she was so worked up after the defendant took her wallet, she had a panic attack and ended up in the hospital. The kid was really stupid and knew she was having a panic attack and still never fessed up. Let's listen.
You're talking to somebody who was a prosecutor for many years and a criminal court judge for many years. And nobody understands more than I do that people can make a mistake. Someone can make a mistake. But what I cannot tolerate is watching you make the mistake of being a thief and having a bad judgment and being a thief turn into magically a little prank. That's the part that I don't like. Do you know why I don't like it? Because I don't believe there's anything learned of that. Because you want to know what one of the consequences is of being a thief? It's the shame of being a thief. But your mother won't let you have that shame. She's so busy trying to make you look good, and you're so busy trying to make you look good that you have this whole prank story, and it's making me angry.
That's not true.
No, because that's part of the punishment of being a thief. That way you can move on. You can never be a thief again. See? Not this, oh, it was a prank and I kept my mouth shut. Just kept working while the police were investigating. It was just a little prank. Come on. Did you end up getting arrested?
No.
Did you end up having to do community service? Yes. How did you do
Yes.
community service if you didn't end up arrested? They charged you?
No, they didn't. They never charged me.
So how did you end up having to do community
May I
service?
speak for him?
Yeah.
He received an adjustment where he stated, beyond my request, that he provides 40 hours community time to the police
I don't
department.
understand what that is. I've never heard of such a thing. Just tell me, do you have
You
paperwork?
re-
Okay. Now, let me ask you, do you have a prior heart issue?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what is your heart issue?
I have heart disease and I have a medicated stent in me because of a blockage.
Did you know that?
No.
How'd you feel when you found it out? Did you find it out, or is this the first time
No.
you're hearing this?
No.
But you know she had to go to the emergency room with a panic attack, right?
Yeah.
That you learned. Okay, you and only you, not mom. I want to know how you felt when you heard that she ended up in the emergency room over a panic attack.
Very guilty.
Your Honor,
Yep.
he did write me an apology letter for for making me go to the emergency room.
Okay. And apparently mom said she'd cover the bills, right?
Yes,
But then that didn't happen.
correct.
And mom
She
told
paid,
me why
no,
you
she
went
did
back
pay
under,
the,
apparently mom told the police
she paid the one bill, yes,
she paid one bill of
for
how much?
the ambulance service.
110 to cover
But
the money.
the emergency
state-
room
Oh, no.
doctor?
Stop. She paid how much?
She paid $677.
Okay. So she paid the 110
Right,
because money was stolen.
right, $60.
Oh, money was actually stolen from the wallet that got dumped in the
$60.
dumpster. Because, see, the wallet has no use because that you can trace, but the money, doesn't look like a prank anymore. I don't know. I wouldn't call this a prank.
But she did pay the one bill. The only one she did not pay is the one for the ER, which is $852 that I'm asking for.
Hand me all of your medical bills.
I have her canceled checks, the check
Mom, tell
that
me
she
about the
gave me.
consequences because I want to give you a chance to erase the bad feelings I'm having right now about. Just a moment,
I
ma'am.
agree.
Just a moment, ma'am.
I'm sorry.
I was talking to mom. What were the consequences at your house for this? Beyond the police, I guess.
The following day, he was turning 16 and he was to go for his driver's permit. He now will not get his driver's permit until he's 17. Therefore, he will not get his driver's license
That's
until
actually
he's
the
18.
state that does that, right?
Right.
Right. Okay.
So I canceled his driver's ed. Next, he is providing 40 hours community service where every Friday and Saturday he is to do wash and wax and clean police cars and this will be till the summer. He's done 16.5 hours so far.
But that's what the police made him do, right?
Right, I said. And additionally, I said I put him into sport, which he does football, and he is gone 6 days a week.
Okay. That's keeping him busy, and that's a good idea. That's not necessarily punishment.
I've also allowed him to join the fire department, which is connected right to the police department, and the only way he can go out of the house is when there is a fire call.
So he's grounded.
Oh, yeah.
Let me ask you a question. First of all, what total went from you to her?
A check for $627.
And 46 cents.
Right.
That's a total. There was nothing else.
Right. Prior to that was $60 she states was stolen from her wallet. And
Okay, so
then
there was
50
something else. There's
Right.
the check for $627.46 and what else?
I said $110 in cash.
Okay,
Yes.
so what you say went to her is the check for $627.46 plus cash of $110. Is there
Right.
any dispute about that?
No, she's right.
And then you write the check for that. That takes care of this.
Right.
Then there's the other bill, which is actually at the emergency room
Correct.
at $852.
That's
All right, we have a couple questions. Let's go over a couple things here. Number one, you're suing mom and child, okay? Under some theory that mom is responsible. And I know a lot of people think this, that moms are always responsible for everything their children do. And whether that's appropriate from a moral standpoint, and I'm not sure that it always is, because you can have one family with 5 children and they're 5 different human beings, or whether it's appropriate from a legal standpoint are 2 different questions. All right? Legally speaking, he is not a grown-up. He's still a minor, but he's in a workplace situation making his own decisions. She would not be responsible under any circumstances. A lawsuit against her, I find in her favor. The next question is him, and what is he responsible for? And it's interesting because this case sort of presents the issue of what can you foresee as happening? Because what happens is you have an opportunity to stop the stress, and you're watching it, and you're watching the mayhem, and you still don't step it up. You don't step it up till the cops are taking you over to the station. So it's not you steal it, and then she has a heart attack and gets wheeled away, and you're like, oh my God, who would have thunk that stealing a wallet would lead to a heart attack? It's that she's freaking out. She's calling the managers. She's calling the police. And you can see how upset she is, and you're still not fessing up. Why? Because you don't want to get caught at having stolen the $60. There's no prank involved. You know there's no prank involved. do me a huge favor and admit it. Admit there's no prank. You just stole the money.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So should he have to pay her medical bills?
Yes, I'd say he has to pay the medical bills because he's responsible for causing the anxiety attack.
But it's kind of a weird thing to end up in the hospital when your wallet's stolen.
Yeah, it is weird.
Would you make him pay?
No.
Okay, and you get the final word.
Yes, he have to pay
Why?
because he's guilty.
Well, he's guilty of stealing a wallet. Is he guilty of a panic attack?
Well, yeah, this whole situation, and he has to pay the consequences of it too.
Fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
Yeah, I just stole the money.
Are you saying that because I asked you to, or are you saying that because this is what happened?
That's what happened.
I know. You know, and then we move on from this. You do your community service hours, you're straighten up, you're on the straight and narrow, you're doing the right stuff. This is the kind of thing that we'll never speak of again, okay? But how do we make this part right when I know that you're watching it happen and that you're letting it happen, even if it's for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or half an hour, or an hour, or 2 hours? What do I do about that? Is it fair to make him pay? Because I'm gonna look at this as though he's already paid the 600 and something plus the 110. So how much is fair to make him pay? You know? How much is fair to make him pay? How'd that make you feel right now when you said that? A little better or a little worse? Don't sit, or just embarrassed?
Embarrassed.
Cleansing?
Mm.
Not even a little bit? Maybe later?
Your Honor, can
All
I
right.
say something to Mark?
Yeah.
Marky, I'm not mad at you. I hold nothing against you. So I'm not mad at you at all. I promise you that.
You
And I
guys still
felt
work
bad
together?
because you did do it. And I wanted to do something right for you. So I went with what your mother agreed upon, her and I, so that you wouldn't have to go to juvenile for this.
Okay.
And
You know
Lee,
what?
I'm not mad at you at
Okay.
all. I just want everything back to our friendship the way we had before this.
Oh, I know. I said,
He says that you were harassing him by bossing him around.
I
and that's all
joke
just made up.
around, that's all. I joke around. Everybody knows there that I joke around, but some people, I guess, take it seriously, and I don't mean it seriously.
Did you joke around something that day?
Not that I can recall, no, Your Honor, not at all.
All right. I think we're done. All right. I am going to order Mark, not his mom, to pay the remaining $852 because of the unique circumstances of this particular case.
Thank you, Your
Okay?
Honor.
All right, folks. Good luck. Okay.
thank you.
Some case here in the People's Court. What's your feeling coming out of the courtroom right now, going through your mind?
Just happy it's over with now, and everything can go back to normal.
Would it have been better for you if your mom handled it a different way and made you admit it right from the outset?
I guess so, probably.
Well, how about, would you like to formally apologize to the plaintiff right here and now? I mean, she's right there, 10 feet away from you, and then we could all move on from there?
I'm very sorry, Cindy.
It's okay, Mark. I forgive you. I'm so sorry, too. And Lee, I'm sorry, too, for this.
Why is it so emotional for you?
Because I know, I feel bad for him. He's a young child, and now it's something, he can't get his driver's license until he's 17, and, I feel bad.
So you learned from this, and you'll take it as a lesson learned?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Over to Harvey.
So if this defendant were younger, it's possible the parents would also be on the hook. The younger the defendant, the child is, or the teenager is, the younger they are, the more the parental responsibility kicks in. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.